GSL Code S. In the upper right, in the red,
Acer MMA.
stands for My Mech Attack.
Yeah, I
Now we
think
know
you're
what
right.
it is, yeah.
I think you're right.
The bottom left, in the yellow,
SK Telecom T1 Dark.
stands for Does Artosis Really Care?
Care with a K, of
Yeah,
course.
care with a K, kind of like from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Spelling things wrong is cool to the max.
Yeah, it is.
Cool with a K there, too.
Well, doesn't look like we're going to have a double proxy racks.
Bling, GSL coin. Two of them. Two of them.
Two. But yeah, so this is really fun, man. What a nice game that was. And really, the Innovation Terminator games weren't too bad. They weren't great. They weren't.
Well, I
they
mean,
weren't
I
terrible.
think those games don't compare to the series so
No.
far. The series is actually fantastic.
Yeah, I really would love more games like that today, to be honest. Like, nice, epic, long TvZs are so fun.
Will he mech again? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, it would make me very
It
happy.
would make me cry tears of mech joy.
Instead of make, use Mac.
That's my Artosis' favorite part about the new Hearthstone cards. They got mech in there.
Yeah.
That's your favorite part, right?
It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, this map is fine for going mech. You absolutely can. Will he go for mech? I don't think so. I think he'll probably go into his bio play, if I had to guess. If you go mech here, I think you got to be ready to mine out the map, because the locusts are going to the entire time. If it gets late game, the locusts make it to your bases every volley. Whereas on that map, it's like, okay, you know, I can decide
Yeah,
when,
the locusts are
when
more
they
about-
attack me, basically.
Yeah. Locusts
So there's
get more map
constant pressure.
control, but
Yeah.
not actually pressuring.
Yeah, exactly. Generally speaking, of course. I mean, there's a wide variety of ways games can actually go. But no, I would definitely point towards regular bio play. But, you know, sometimes you see players and they take out a great Zerg with mech, Terran players, and then they'll go bio and lose 2 games in a row. Because I think that mech is overall underplayed in, especially in this matchup and against Protoss. And so players just don't know
Mech
at every
is sort
moment
of like
what to do.
a proxy Rax or something that you throw this thing out there and it forces the other player to think on his feet.
And mech, like, everyone has like their own little flavor of mech. Everyone does mech a little bit different against both Protoss and Zerg. So like that can make it a little bit confusing as well. So I think there's like a lot of advantages to going mech because of that.
Yeah, I agree.
That being said, I still don't think he'll go mech here, but we'll see. I'd like him to. I think it's his best chance of winning.
What's
actually.
your favorite Hearthstone card? Mech Warper, because it makes mech units come in a little bit cheaper.
That's great.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to say Testing Dummy because it reminds me of Tasteless.
I'm an O2 taunt for 0 mana.
Pretty much. Definitely the 0 mana taunt.
Everybody knows that I'm Ragnaros in Hearthstone. There's like no mistake. I'm Ragnaros and you're Mad Scientist, okay? There's no question.
I'll be Mad Scientist.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Better than Ragnaros.
Yeah. That's fine. I deal 8 damage. You don't know where I'm going to attack. That's what makes me so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm RNG to the max, baby.
Oh, yeah. You would be, too. Oh, that's funny.
Well, I guess that fight had to stop. I'll let this Reaper heal up here.
I think
Seems a bit tedious here, you know?
Well, you know, I guess he gets like 4 lings with it, or not quite, but he gets 3 lings with that Reaper. That's better than Reapers normally do, right?
No, it's much better than normally do. Roach Warren.
Well,
guys, everybody stop everything. There's a Roach Warren.
This turns out to be a very good choice because we actually just have a double command center, like triple command, I guess is the right way to put it, and he's going into Hellbat. So it's like kind of a pretty greedy build here from MMA. So if this is like a big bust from Dark, I would say quite a high chance he can break through here and kill him.
Well, MMA, this game might not go too well for you. But, you know, let's not forget sort of what last game was like, which was a very back-and-forth game where a lot of moments we thought, you know, definitively this is going to end. It has to end at some point in time. And it didn't.
Well, this is getting canceled. That's for sure. But his unit's all out of position right now. Could end up being an issue. Doesn't have a Baneling Nest. So those Lings, you know, against a raised wall and a bunker would have a hard time. Okay, he actually doesn't have a bunker yet, but...
The Roaches are coming. Looks like the Hellions are going to come back.
This is actually kind of crazy that MMA is... Will he be able to hold on here? Because if he does, that's pretty huge. Now, quite a few Lings actually coming in. He does get one of these Hellions. He doesn't really have a lot of defense against these Roaches that are coming up right now, so that's going to be an issue. How many Roaches is it exactly? Okay, it's actually not that many. This is doable.
Well, they're coming up here now. And he actually got them right in that animation where they were transforming into Hellbats. So a lot of free hits, actually, taking out 2 of those right over there. Whoa, whoa, that was kind of a misclick there.
This bought time for his bunker to finish as well, by the way, which is really super nice.
He's really abusing the fact that he's got a ramp there, so the vision gets a little bit tougher to acquire.
I actually like the high ground advantage in StarCraft II a lot.
Yeah, well, it's much less
Screw
random.
the 70% of StarCraft 1, actually.
Well, it was very difficult, right? Because sometimes you just... everything would connect or nothing would connect, you know?
Yeah, there were games where I lost where like 99% of the time I would win because of the ramp.
Yeah, I've had this from my Dragoons just never ever hit, you know?
Anyways, really well played there by MMA. He's done a very greedy build. He's gone for really quick 3cc. He canceled the Third of Dark, and he's gone into double eBay very quickly as well.
Yeah.
So... right now, it's looking fantastic for MMA, which is great to see because he did say he's just going to beat Dark twice in this group to get out. What if Terminator beats Dark, though?
What if?
What if? Well, the game isn't over yet, so I don't want to like talk like Dark's already dead.
We're like, well, what now? We got to do our predictions for the round of 8.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I guess MMA wins the tournament.
Who gets to the round of 4 from here, man? The Hellion comes down now. Oh, gets away. There was he was almost bringing a drone over there to transfer. This is the common place for Terran to expand now in this matchup.
Yeah, this
used to be the
really
upper center, but it's just stopped because this gives you more less ground to cover when you're pushing while still defending your expansion. Basically, your rally line keeps your expansion safe.
Yeah, it's a really cool way to play. And the 4th is almost always on the right-hand side here for Zerg on the bottom. Yeah. No one is taking their 4th normally in that top left.
In this case, this Zerg is. He's taking the 4th in the upper left.
It's because it's Dark and he's the best Zerg in the world.
Yep.
That's actually why. Just to
well,
throw
this
that
is
out
smart
there.
because it doesn't play into what the Terran's trying to do at all.
No, it doesn't. It's now the 4th is far away, and so is the 3rd. This base no longer does what it was intended to do. So he took what that base was and just turned it on its head. It's a really great move by him, to be honest. It's a perfect counter to what's happening here.
Well, the Marines and Marauders are just coming down now over here to the bottom right.
He's like, I'm going to cancel the 4th. Oh, no, there's no 4th?
Whoa. Oh, my God. Takes out those 2 queens.
And he will continue pushing his creep all over the place. The creep spread's starting to look really, really nice.
Yeah, it's looking like really good. And he might be able to get that all the way close to the Terran's base. Oh, you know, this is one of those small moments where just having that position there saves so much. He could have lost all of his workers there, but building placement. Actually, I think it's almost like a theme of what we're seeing here today is good placement leads to these small victories that do lead to wins. You know, MMA is looking so scary.
He's everywhere.
He's like everywhere, and every attack that Dark is doing is looking so futile.
I'm almost watching MMA and being like, is he playing an older patch where units rallied, attack moved?
Oh my God, remember that?
Yeah, I actually liked
Pros, yeah, I thought it was so cool because then you could like take your scouting SCV and just put it in the middle and like draw their attacking units away.
Do that all the time.
Oh my God.
And also with Zerg, it made it a lot easier to flank stuff if you timed your eggs.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, good defense here by MMA so far. Dark's still kind of running around trying to figure something out. It's a huge creep spread he has to go through to actually attack anything right now.
Whoop. Well, a little bit of a split up here for MMA's army. Now he wants to try to take out as much of this creep as possible while he just gets closer and closer and closer to maxing out. MMA at 165 to the 146 here. Oh my God, wow. Could that have been any more effective? I don't think so.
18 kills. That's a pretty good mine.
Well, that Widow mine is paying for itself. and a lot more. It's like I got a couple of years of compound interest on the cost of that. Well, I think MMA's control is actually so good, and there's been so many bad trades here on Dark's part. I think MMA just goes down here and kills his base. Am I wrong? I want to be wrong, but I don't think it's the way it's looking. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it's really looking that way. Dark is in a lot of trouble right now. MMA showing he's brought it here today. Well, that's it for the 4th base, and that's never good. 3 base against 3 base, definitely a situation that Terran's going to win almost every single time, especially when he's up 50 supply like this. And that's 50 army supply, by the way, so it's pretty much...
It's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in this nerd because he is done.
Well, looks like our guesses, Stasis, may not come true. It doesn't look like Dark and Terminator getting out of this group together.
Man, I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised by Dark's play this game too. Every engagement bad, but I guess this does highlight the player MMA as we know him. You know, he's this guy that just like has such good control. Oh, the mule!
Yeah. And GG, Dark is right now thinking, what is going on here?
MMA just trashed and bashed that nerd.
Yeah, I did. That was so good.
Trashed and bashed, yo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say until you said it.
Tagged and bagged. Now trashed and bashed, man.
Yeah, you trashed and bashed him. Well, that was really good.
Really
Dark
weird.
Played like very extremely safely. Like all MMA would have up his sleeve is like tricks and all-ins like that. Yeah. Like he made like 6 or 7 roaches and got quick speed. That wasn't for an all-in. It was just like.
Oh. Did you know? I mean, there were like 13 or something engagements at the end there. These little ones with Widow Mines going off, or you know, Marines gunning down and Mutalisk. They all went well for MMA. I don't feel like there was any major mistake there from Dark. That was like, you know, maybe 24 little things that happened back there that resulted in the very end a win there for MMA.
Oh, good work to MMA. That's
Congrats.
Really impressive to 2-0 Dark. So that's pretty big. He goes on to play Innovation next.
This means we're going to have Dark against Terminator, which is just...
Makes me sad.
I don't know.
It's going to be a great match, though.
Who do you think wins with Innovation and MMA?
Innovation.
Think so?
Yes.
I feel like I need to take back my prediction.
So. Well, your prediction's already wrong. It's not Terminator.
No, but if I had to put those two together, I would have thought Innovation. But now seeing how well MMA is playing, TvZ is a lot of little battles too. It's a lot of little engagements.
Yeah, it is a lot of little things. That is true. So I guess like MMA could take it. I wouldn't like be completely shocked, but I'd be a little bit shocked. I think Innovation's got it.
We're going to go to a short little break. When we come back, we're going to go to our winners match and see which player will be first to go on to the round of 8 here at the GSL Code S.